Hey YouTubers, what's up? It's me, yours truly. I am back to post a quick video just to show some recent finds and things I've got over the past week or so. So as always, kind of let me know what you think and we'll kind of go from there. Playing in the background actually is this right here, which is Love, Revisited. Really, really good album. I really forgot how good this was. I was just, flipping through the stacks the other day and I saw it and I was like, oh, I haven't heard that in quite some time, and put it on, and this is probably the third time I've listened to it in the past 24 hours. Just a lot better than I remember, so that was good. Definitely an album to check out if you're not familiar with Love. But a couple things going on this week. Well, number one, you see the new t-shirt, Godsmack. I went and saw them in concert a couple days ago. Absolutely great. I mean, that's the ninth. That was the ninth time I've seen them in concert. And it's a great show every single time. This particular one was probably my least favorite of the 9, but was still fantastic. I mean, it's just never disappointed with Godsmack. I mean, I don't know, especially watching. Watching the drummer Shannon, I mean, that guy is he's a beast. I mean, and it's so weird to watch him play because his arms are like that big around, like he's a really skinny guy. But man, he beats that kit with a passion. It's great just to watch him get up there and get in his flow. So it was a great show, and I was glad I got a chance to see him again. And this is the band that opened for him. I want to make sure I kind of give them a little bit of air time here. They're called Echo Vendetta. They're a band out of Kansas City. Kind of an up-and-coming band, but they were really good as well. I had a chance to meet them after the show and get the autograph here. Their CD, I think, officially comes out next month, but they have stuff on iTunes and everything now, so you can check them out. But one thing that really stood out to me, sometimes just the smallest thing that can happen with an artist or a band that really catches me. And it was the bass player here. They had a table set up and we got a chance to meet them, and passing these around, they were signing things, selling t-shirts and all that. And I had a chance to kind of say, some stuff to the other guys, but didn't get a chance to talk to the bass player. So as I was walking away from the table, he kind of stepped from around and tapped me on the shoulder as I was walking away. And I turned around and he was like, hey, just thanks a lot for coming out. I really appreciate your support and blah, blah, blah. And then, he shook my hand and went back to where he was. And, just to me, little things like that really tell you something about what's dwelling inside of a person. I mean, that stuff just speaks volumes to me. And, just that alone just makes me think that this band is destined to go good places because there's a good spirit within the band. So, again, that's something that just really kind of caught my attention, and it was pretty significant. So, if you guys get a chance, go check them out. So they're on iTunes right now, and if you really like it, they do have a CD coming out pretty soon. Really cool band. As far as other things, I got a few records here. Some decent stuff, not a lot, but definitely some decent things. And the first 3 records I got here are some records that I picked up from Hastings. There's a Hastings in a town that's about 30 minutes from where I live here, and I'm in that town maybe 3 or 4 days a week for work and stuff like that, so I always pop in because you never know where they're going to have some of their clearance stuff in there where they just randomly mark down records, and I always pick up a lot of good new stuff that way. So I picked up 3 really good records this time. The National was one. So I've been wanting to get this from some time. Typically this is $18 or $19. It was on sale for $4. That's what they had it for in the clearance rack, brand new. So I picked it up for $4, which was nice. Next, we got I'm a Robot. Another very, very good pickup there. Again, I think I've heard one song off of this, but typically it was priced at $24, and I got it for $6. I mean, that's how much it was marked down, brand new, sealed. So that was nice. And the third one was this Crowded House. I got a chance to pick that up. And this is Intriguer, I believe. Yeah. And again, normally $19.98 was marked down to $5. So again, kind of some very good pickups. And whenever I go by there, anything they mark down that low, whether I know it or not, I automatically buy it because I figure at the very least, if I get it home and don't like it, I can sell it on eBay and maybe make a little something off of it. As far as just some other random pickups, I won this on eBay, very good price, which works back towards my Big Four collection I'm still trying to complete. This is Anthrax, Among the Living. That's a very good pickup. I've had it on CD and cassette for some time, but it's nice to finally have the vinyl. And really clean copy on Megaforce Worldwide, so it's not a newer reissue. So again, very good addition to the Anthrax and Big Four collection. And then I kind of stumbled across a few, I guess kind of late pickups from Record Store Day, which was kind of nice though. One was this copy of Pearl Jam's Vitalogy. Not my favorite album by them, but again, it's a very nice pickup, one I want to have in my collection. I do have the CD and cassette, so it's nice to have the vinyl now too. So that was from a Record Store Day, some leftovers. And then here's another Record Store leftover, more Pearl Jam. And this is their Versus, which is their second album, right? Yeah, their second album. So that was a very good pickup too to add to my Pearl Jam collection. And then sticking on the Record Store Day theme, I think Dan talked about this one a bit, so I won't go too much into detail, but the reissue of Bad Brains' first 7-inch LP. I think it originally came out in 1980, but yeah, just Pay to Come with Stay Close to Me on the B-side. I tell you what, Pay to Come, it's so funny because, and I won't pull it out. I know Dan showed, the little black and white lyric sheet that came with it. But, I've listened to that song a couple of times and tried to follow the lyrics on that sheet. It's amazing how fast he's singing the lyrics of that song. I mean, you can't even keep up even with reading them right in front of you. It's kind of cool, actually, but, it's kind of good for the 7-inch collection. And then the last 12-inch I'll show, just something I stumbled across. Heavy D and the Boys, Living Large, my 80s hip-hop. True, not rap music, but hip-hop music. This has Mr. Big Stuff and what else? Oh yeah, the Overweight Lovers in the House. I mean, just classic or mid-80s type hip-hop. And I've always said the true test of whether to call something rap or hip-hop, if you can wop to it, it's hip-hop. If you can't wop to it, that means it's rap music. And if you guys don't know what wop is, we'll talk about that later. But that was a really good pickup too. So that was all of the 12-inch stuff I picked up. I did get a couple 7-inches out of a 75-cent bin, which was kind of nice. Genesis, In Too Deep, with the B-side, I'd Rather Be With You. I'm definitely a big Genesis fan. Heart, Never. Love Heart. And then A Taste of Honey, Boogie Oogie, with World Spin on the B-side. That was a classic hit back in the disco era. Room to Move and Send It Over by Animation. This is the same group that sang Obsession. Really cool. And just the other day I showed my 12-inch of Samantha Fox, Touch Me, I Want Your Body. Well, now I picked up the 7-inch as well, with that same booty that was on the other side of the 12-inch. So there's Samantha. And so those are some of the 7-inches I picked up, along with, these are a few CDs that I picked up as well, which I got these for $1 a piece, which was nice. Actually a sealed copy of Natalie Merchant's Ophelia, which I've been wanting to get a copy of this back. I sold it when I went through my CD selling phases, and I've seen it a bunch of places, but just like, I'm not going to pay $6 or $7 for it, and it paid off the way because I got a sealed copy for $1. I also picked up a copy of Vision Quest, which I've had on cassette and vinyl, but I didn't have the CD, so I got that for $1. Motley Crue Generation Swine, got that for $2. And then I got Concrete Blonde, Still in Hollywood, got that for $1 as well, which is really cool. There's one other CD I got that was sent to me by a good friend of mine, and I'm not going to show it yet, and I will tell him why a bit later, so I'm going to make a note of that, just to remind me to tell you about that. Other than that, there was, one other thing I kind of forgot, excuse me, and that would be, this awesome freaking collection of the, all the signed stuff that I got from Lisa that Billy Crayoni, took so much time out of what he was doing to do this for me, and I cannot even begin to tell him over and over and over how much I appreciate it. But this just kind of gives you a quick overview of all the stuff he got for me, which probably should just hold it up still. Yeah, it's not going to be any easier to work around. Let me set this back over here. I'll just kind of show you each piece here. We have the cassette, which is Spanish Fly, that she signed for me, which of course goes along with the 12-inch Spanish Fly. And it says to Brandon, God bless, Lisa. And of course, as you guys saw in the video that he posted, come on, Lisa's lip prints. That's all I need to say. I've been in love with her since I can remember grade school or whatever back. It's just one of those things where you think back to when you were a kid and you never thought the day that you would see like a video of her actually talking to you. Not a crowd in general or anything else. And that again to me is part of what makes music such a great thing. It doesn't matter how much money we are, how popular we are, or, who's this or who's that. There's just some type of special connection that can always be made between musicians and their fans, and that's kind of one of them. If you'd have told me 20 years ago or whatever when I was back in school that one day I would have an autograph from Lisa with a lip print given to me, I would have been freaking out back then, so I'm kind of doing it now as well. So let me just kind of show you a few more of the things here. This is the other one, Lisa with Full Force. Again, it says to Brandon, stay sweet, Lisa. And again, her nice, pretty lip prints there. I'll be putting these in a frame in just a few minutes here. I showed the cassette. The other cassette here, Lisa Full Force, same thing. As well as her greatest hit CD that she signed for me. And then also the 245s, Head to Toe and Lost in Emotion. So, that's great. That's darn near overwhelming to me. And one thing that I shared with Crayoni was that, actually I think I posted on that response he did, and it was when he was filming that video and she started reading my letter, I got so freaking nervous. It was like, like being a schoolboy all over again. I kind of put in that comment, it was almost like sending a letter that says, do you like me? Check yes or no. It was like that type of flashback and feeling when she was reading the letter that I wrote her. But yeah, inside the letter I really just told her how much I appreciated her music, how big a fan I was, that I've been a fan for just so many years, and just everything about her music takes me back to a great place. So it was wonderful for her to do that. It was very great for Billy, for you to take time out of your day and your life to even think about doing that for me, and I really appreciate it. So anyway, that's some of the music stuff that's been going on the past week, so it's kind of been a good week. But as always, I'll be back and share more with you a little bit later. All right, take care, guys.